The Halo universe is filled with wonder, mystery, and fascinating discoveries around every corner. With so much to explore, four friends decided it was about time that they booted up their consoles and discussed this universe that has grabbed their attention since childhood. JumperScape Audio kindly welcomes you to join them in the library.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to The Library, the show where we talk about Halo lore. And today we're talking about Headhunters because it's actually pretty dope.
Two pretty chill dudes.
That's pretty much it, yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty dope. Anyway, if you want to support the show and by any means, go ahead because it's really helpful when you guys pop in and help us out. Go to JumperScape.com. Everything that you need is there, including how to get connected into the community because we have a lot of things going on. If you didn't listen to Chatternet just earlier this week on Monday, we had a guest from Containment Media pop in because Pious Dawn's teaser has finally dropped, and I worked on it. It was fun.
Sorry.
Yeah, guy handed me, by guy I mean the director, handed me the cut for the teaser, and he's like, "Hey," and I'm like, "Yo, can I do sound on that?" He didn't ask me to. I said, "Hey, can I do the sound on it?" He's like, "Are you sure you have time to?" I'm like, Yes, I have time to. And put that whole thing together. Every sound you hear was put in by me. I didn't leave any of the camera's sounds in there. The only camera sounds you hear are the people talking. And even that, I changed a little bit. Also, a little fun fact, that guy with the bag on his head that's very obviously gagged underneath it, that's me.
Oh.
Yeah, I was the one that had the great lines like, and
riveting speech, Austin.
Wow.
Thanks, man.
It was stellar dialogue.
It was really hard to remember that line. It was so annoying. I got it wrong like 5 times.
I couldn't have done it myself.
Oh, Cass.
Oh, hello. Hello, Shane. How you doing?
Yeah, Shane's in here. Shane today.
Hello, Shane.
Moment of silence for the fact that Shane's not here today. So today we're going to be talking about...
I was going to make a right as soon as you said it.
So a couple other things to point out before we get started today, because we have a couple of things that happened in the Halo community that I want to address because y'all annoy me sometimes.
What they do this time?
Well, first of all, glitchenergy.com. You can use code Connor141 spelled
CONNOR 141, no spaces.
At glitchenergy.com. That'll get you, first of all, a nice discount on your products. This is my personal favorite. It's the Teach Iced Tea. Buy it!
Dang.
You have the money. I know you do.
It's good.
It's Christmas time. You got to save up a little bit.
And I don't drink that much caffeine.
They have hydration ones as well.
And they're really good. Not going to lie. I have a bottle of both.
You need hydrated.
Glitchenergy.com. Help us out.
Code.
And also keep in mind, like the more that you guys use that code, the closer we get to getting Jumper Soda. I'm just saying.
Buy it if you want the Jumper Soda.
If that's really what it takes to get you there, I mean.
What if I just keep buying it myself?
Supposedly that's fine because 3 of us got Glitch Energy. Did you get it?
I still have you.
Okay, so yeah, 3 of us got Glitch Energy. And wait, no, Shane didn't get it, did he?
No, he just talked about getting it.
No, I thought he got the bottle.
Yes.
I thought he got the bottle.
So Cheyenne
He
got
may
one.
have gotten a bottle.
Yeah, you got a bottle. Did you use the code though?
No, he got.
He got a bottle.
Yeah, he got the bottle.
Did he use the code?
I would hope so.
I hope so.
Okay, so 4 of us probably used it. And all 4 of those charges
I don't know
came
what
up.
the point would be if you didn't use it.
All 4 of those came up on our dashboard. So they do count. So we can help ourselves out, but like it's way cooler to be like the community did it. Also, Glitch lasts a long time. I've learned 1 bottle, like 1 tub of this stuff. It's not a very big tub, but this 1 tub, which is like 1 scoop, is good enough to fill this entire bottle, has lasted me now like a month and a half, and I'm still not close to being done with it. So it's good stuff, man. It's really helpful. So in the Halo community today, This past week, we were all reminded, everyone knew already, but I guess we're acting like we're just now learning about this, that 343 wanted to recast Steve Downes and Jen Taylor as Master Chief for Halo 4 when they took over the franchise. We knew about that.
I didn't know about this.
Okay, well, they wanted to recast Steve and Jen as Master Chief and Cortana. Ironically enough, as two other people named Steve and Jen. Jennifer Hale, who went on to eventually play Spartan Palmer instead. She had a much lighter voice and was much more like Jen Taylor. And then freaking Steve Blum was going to be Master Chief. So Dempsey would have been, would have been Master Chief. Or if you're into anime, Spike Spiegel from Cowboy Bebop. Or if you're into Halo, then you think of the guy who wanted you to get your very own hog.
Your very own hog.
From Hunt the Truth last week. Listen to the entire episode. It's great. Yeah, no, I'm glad that didn't go through. They had Steve and Jen do auditions again for the same characters, which is really funny to me. It's like, what makes you think you can play this role? I've been him.
I am him. I don't think I know.
Sir, with all due respect, I've been casted as two people. One of them 3 times. And the other one is Star-Lord.
Don't take this from me. I will kill you.
I need you to understand this. I need this.
Just and I'm just looking at Jim and I'm thinking of him saying it.
I need you to let me keep this job. It's all I've got. My world is falling apart as well as my set.
Our world is falling apart today.
It hit my head.
I hope you know we have no insurance, so you're not getting any payout.
As the insurance guy, I can tell you you're screwed.
I'm suing.
All right, so all y'all are crazy for being upset about it. I'm just saying, no way in hell were they going to ever make that happen. But also, for those of you who are talking about it like they actually did it, Blitz. It was such a small thing. Like they weren't going to replace them. They might have considered it. They might have thought of a plan towards it. They did some test recordings when they were in like before the alpha. Thanks, General Heat, by the way, for that video that you uploaded about it. That was cool. But my guy, come on. They weren't going to get rid of Downes and Jen. That wouldn't make any sense.
Are those editions out there somewhere of them trying?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, General Heat on Monday, he uploaded a video where he showcases a entire test episode, like the first test mission where Steve Blum and Jennifer Hale are playing those roles. And Blum, listen, I will not take anything away from his acting ability, but I said this earlier today to Cheyenne. There comes a point where your voice is too iconic. It doesn't matter what you do to it. You are always Steve Blum.
It did too good of a job.
Because his voice is iconic. It is just the way that it is. And no matter what character you play as, you can change it. You can add accents and everything. But he can't make his voice not sound the way that it does. It's not like with D. Bradley Baker or what's his name? The guy who plays Obi-Wan Kenobi in the Clone Wars.
There's an Arnold Taylor in there, but
James Arnold Taylor.
There's his first name.
Literally yours.
Literally my
name. D. Bradley Baker and James Arnold Taylor. Thank you guys for having the exact same syllables for your names and having the exact same quirk in your voice acting careers. They both are very well known for having very, very stretchy voices that can do a whole lot of things. For example, we'll remind you again, D. Bradley Baker is both Perry the Platypus and Gravemind, and also the clones from Clone Wars. So Perry the Platypus fighting in space against the Gravemind, he could voice all of those in one role. But that's the thing. This is ridiculous to me that it's once again where the community grabs onto something so dumb. And they're just like, let's make a big deal out of it. Okay, you know what? Actually, I'll make it more specific. It's not about the community. It's the fact the content creators. People, listen, man.
I feel like we're all digging here.
A little bit. But like, well, here's the thing. There's a lot of content creators that we're pals with that don't talk about this stuff because they don't have to. There's no point. This isn't the pertinent information. I know that they're all bored because they haven't gotten the clicks that they need because Halo is still going nowhere. But this is not what you dig for. And like Blitz, all the respect to him, my guy. It's just not this serious. The whole thing. Halo had not been the only one at that time that was looking to do a recast. Around the same time, like for example, Splinter Cell Blacklist, and around that time, might have been the same year, Ubisoft was looking to recast Sam Fisher from Michael Ironside to some other schmuck. All respect to that schmuck. I'm just but Michael Ironside is Sam Fisher in the minds of many people. Now that they're doing a full reboot, they can change the voice a little bit more freely. But Halo 4 was not a reboot, and that's why people are understandably they were concerned. But it didn't actually happen, my guys. Steve is still here, Jen is still here, they're all still here. So what I'm saying is chillax. Talk about it with your pals in person, talk about it with your pals online. But like not on social media is what I'm saying. Social media, it's a curse. It's a curse for people to be upset.
We got our pals over at JumperScape or in our Discord.
Yeah.
We can talk to those pals.
Yeah, JumperScape.com. Join the Discord because people talk about these problems all the time in there and they're super respectful about it.
Most of the time.
Most of the time. We haven't had a problem child in a while.
No, we have not.
No. We did have a person pop in and they were voicing how upset they were that there was a conversation that happened on some other platform. This guy just being a Reach, like Reach was the best Halo. But it was also, or it was something like Reach, it can't be the best Halo because it does sprint. It was one of those situations. And here's the thing. Calling those people non-fans, because I've heard that one before, it's like, you don't dictate what a fan is, first of all. Some people are fans of specific things and they're very stuck in what they are fans are, what they're fans of, but they are still fans of that thing. Even if it's somebody who only plays Halo 3 because they grew up as a teenager playing Halo 3 and now they're just stuck playing Halo 3, they're still a fan of Halo. It's just they're a fan of Halo 3. And if they don't like the Halo you like, okay.
It's that simple.
How does that affect you in any way?
It doesn't.
The future is now. I'm sprinting.
We've been sprinting for over 10 years now.
Every game does it. Halo's doing it too.
I had a little bit of a fun discussion with that one too, because I was like, I mean, for being real, it doesn't make any sense that they need an armor ability to sprint.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, I think there was like a canon reason for it. I'm like, no, they can sprint. They can run 30 miles an hour. It's fine. There is a canon reason for why the sprint armor ability exists, though. Kat made it.
Oh.
She wanted the ability for the Mjolnir armor to overload so that it can basically like overclock like a PC and it goes faster.
And in game, it makes you run just about as fast as your average athlete.
Well, it has to stop after a bit, because if it doesn't, then the armor overheats. It was the dumbest thing they've ever tried to do to make something make sense. Bungie was bad at that.
Bungie just was scared to commit to putting sprint in the game.
Yeah, so it was dumb and it didn't make any sense, especially since Mjolnir armor doesn't really overheat like that.
I feel like for as advanced armor as it is, I feel like heat would be the last thing.
It kind of is because of the gel layer, especially because that gel layer is super temperature controlled.
Okay.
It's how Chief can do things like fall from atmosphere while getting roasted alive by said atmosphere, and he can crash, hit the ground, and he's just and he's actually just alive. He's
gel
just
layer absorbed most of the fall.
the one YTP armor's f***ed up.
Armors. I love that so much. Stay sharp.
Heavy lift gear. We're leaving him here.
Likewise, ma'am.
He really doesn't likewise, ma'am.
We need to watch that.
That was
we need to watch that.
That's R.R. Huntington on YouTube. One of the best. It's called Halo 3 with HALLO 3. One of the best Halo YTPs I have ever seen in my life. So freaking good. Hey, Halo 2 is also really good. I do like that. It's where they're like, were you blinded by its majesty? Blinded? No. It's so many things to it. Anyway,
we should try and get a YouTube poop creator on here.
Oh, that'd be kind of fun.
I would love to know what goes through their mind when they're making these.
I mean, Huntington, not a whole lot. Huntington is active and has replied to me in YouTube comments recently. So
Does he actively listen to the show?
no,
No.
Oh, I was just
Huntington is a working man as far as I know.
I just wanted to tell him to get on.
Get on what?
I don't know.
What's he talking?
Nonsense.
I don't know what's Connor. What's up with you, dude?
All right, buddy.
Something.
So anyway, Headhunter.
Headhunter.
I want to get Jeff Steitzer on here at one point just to ask him. So what's the difference between saying double kill and double kill? Like, is there a difference there mentally?
One was from a rocket. The other one was from a gunplay.
So Headhunters is probably one of the best things that that and the other two motion comics that were made, 343 cooked with that idea. And I very much am so mad that they only made 3 because there are so many short stories and evolutions. And the fact they stopped at 3, come on. Headhunters was, I believe, the first out of the 3. It was either that or Mona Lisa. And these 3 shorts that we're going to be talking about for the next 3 weeks, counting today, Headhunters, the Mona Lisa, and Heart of the Midlothian. Not in that order. We're doing Heart of Midlothian next week. But Headhunters is a fascinating. First of all, it was the first time we got to see officially what Headhunters are. I don't think we had a whole lot about Headhunters before that short dropped / the short story, which if you want to read it, it is in Halo Evolutions. And then they just kind of took that and made it into the motion comic. It's pretty darn easy to do, but it was still very impressive. We've got 2 Spartan characters that I don't remember the first names of except for Roll.
It was Roland and something with a J.
I think he only says his name once in the entire thing.
See,
It's Roland and maybe
we just watched this.
Jeremy.
It's not Jeremy. I'll call him Jerry.
I think they called him Jay in the short, but his full name is something else.
I like Jerry, though. That works.
What about JJ?
No,
That reminds me of a jet plane.
they don't have last names. So how could,
Jet plane.
I'm not. Shane's not here to do exaggerated reactions to Connor being dumb, so I'll fill in.
All right, so we'll go with Jerry. So Roland and Jerry. Roland is the one that is wearing the nice air assault helmet, yes, and then Jerry is the one wearing the EVA helmet. I think I've got that right.
Yes.
Okay, so these guys are tasked to do something simple: take out a Covenant fuel depot. Why? I don't know. So
They also have broy conversation throughout.
and it's really funny, broy conversation. It's
I just know I wouldn't trust you with my kids. You don't have any kids.
Oh, we got nothing to worry about.
Roland, you're a government-sanctioned sociopath. I think most people will call that not normal and actually kind of bad. I love their banter about being Spartan.
It's
so
great.
much. Like, government-sanctioned sociopath is how I have defined what a Spartan is mentally for years.
I mean, that's pretty much it.
It's pretty much it. These guys are government-sanctioned sociopaths, and they're great.
They're
Great. Why Tony the Tiger out of nowhere?
Oh, when
I
I
don't
drop
know.
a reference, it's but when you guys do it, it's perfectly fine.
Whack him.
got you with the glue side this time.
I'm covered in goo.
So
Pause.
So with the Headhunter story, the story is extremely simple. It is super simple. 2 Headhunter Spartans are deployed to this random planet. Don't remember which one. Probably doesn't even specify. Maybe it does because Halo's obsessed with that, or at least 343 is. They have to blow up this fuel depot. Why? And after they blow it up, what are they going to do? So that's it. That's the whole story. That's their whole objective.
It's covered in black ink. That's why.
They played that intro.
Even to them, they don't even know what they're doing.
They played the intro to Black Ops 6 missions where it's just
Yeah.
and all the other Black Ops games.
Yeah, I was saying that's just a black.
I
Ops
know.
thing.
I just thought of 6 on the top of my
okay.
head.
I forgive you.
That mansion was fun to explore, though.
Yeah, I didn't explore it.
I know you didn't.
What
'cause you had
mansion?
no idea. The one that is the hub for all of the missions.
Oh yeah, there's more than just like the 3 rooms.
You never even tried looking around? You have no game sense
No.
whatsoever?
I just kind of wanted to experience the story, which I'm not done with yet, so no spoils.
No spoils, but most of that story is happening in that mansion.
Well, maybe I should look around.
There are like audio logs and notes, and there's a chessboard. For those of you out there who like this sort of thing, there's a chessboard that reflects what's happening in the campaign.
Well, that's kind of fun.
If you know how moves go, I was able to predict the ending of the game by watching that chessboard play out
Bishop
mission after
takes
mission.
rook.
There is that. That's the opening one. The
Yeah.
opening move, Bishop takes rook. Or opening capture was Bishop takes rook. Anyway, so things go wrong because it has to. It should be noted, headhunters don't always die on the missions they go on. It's just they sort of made it look like that, where they were just like, these headhunters are designed to go and die for the cause. They were hoping that their overwhelming numbers would be enough to drive the enemy back. You know, them and their non-good armor having asses.
You mean Spartan-IIIs?
Yeah.
The Headhunters are just 2. You said Headhunters.
Well, yeah, the headhunters were with their
Pairs.
overwhelming force.
You said numbers. That's why I got confused.
Yeah, their overwhelming numbers. There's a lot of them.
There's 2 of them.
There's a lot of headhunters.
There's 17 of them.
That's a lot of people.
I mean, the headhunters were still there was a good amount of them.
There's 17 of them.
How do you
Fill a
know that's
classroom with
specific?
17 people.
Because I brushed up.
Good on you.
There is 17. There's 6 active teams of 2 and 5 reserves for if just one of them dies.
Look at this guy.
Dang.
Good job.
The Spartan-IIIs also have headhunters.
Yes.
But I imagine we will maybe get there.
I don't know if I care.
All there is to know is the Spartan-IIIs have headhunters, and that's why War Master exists. That's what they wear.
I would not be able to take them seriously.
It was designed for headhunters, but that's also why Halo 5 Emil helmet also exists, because they made it for headhunters as well, so they can cosplay Emil while they do headhunter stuff. It's so bad.
They made them into freaking like jokes. Anyway,
They're Batmans.
Anyway, there's right. What I'm talking about was the Spartan-III program was designed to overwhelm them with overwhelming numbers. What happened instead was all of them got wiped every single time.
I'm not wearing pants.
What?
Sorry, I was thinking of something. I was thinking about how Spartan-IVs are basically the equivalent of the guys dressed as Batman in The Dark Knight.
Oh, and then the YTP. I'm not wearing pants.
What's the difference between you and me? I'm not wearing hockey pants.
So you got to take Jimmy because Shane's getting on my lap here. All right. So
Okay.
Huh?
yeah.
Glad it's you and not me.
So the headhunters in this story are deployed to take out this fuel depot, and they start out rather normally. There's some jackals that they run into that are, or at least one specific one that's up in a sniper tower, which, by the way, this short is straight up an advocacy for including a height system in the radar. Halo Reach did it best, where it's like grayed out if they're below you and there's an arrow if they're above you. That radar system they have didn't have that. It was a nice good old classic Halo Combat Evolved 2-3 radar system where you have no idea if they're above you or not, but they sure are there.
There's motion.
There's motion on that tracker. So they throw down some credits on whether or not it's camo. They whip on their visor system. No camo. It's just way up there in the sky, Jackal. They set some charges for a distraction, and then they move in. Oh, you got comfy real fast. They move in for a distraction, and once they get to the fuel depot, they set up for distracting the snipers that are watching over the depot, and one of the other ones gets ready to clear out the entirety of the interior of the space. So they take care of that. One of them blows up the sniper tower off in the forest, and the other one pushes in, throwing EMP grenades that I want really bad.
Yeah, that threw me off when I saw those at first. I'm like, what are those?
I mean, you kind of have those. Not the same, but dynamo grenades are EMP grenades.
I guess.
But those don't do it instantly like those do.
And more importantly, this Headhunter short came out at the time of Halo 4. So
Yeah.
we've had 10 years of opportunity to give me an EMP grenade.
Yeah, we ain't getting that. It'd probably be way overpowered. Because imagine just randomly chucking that across the map when like they're already pushing and you planning the whole thing, and just it'd be bad.
Yeah, I know it's like when people spam dynamo grenades and I get my shields melted and die almost immediately.
The thing is, I would rather that I would get an EMP rather than a dynamo, because the EMP at least, like, it would be more consistent, because the dynamo, it's really hard to judge how far you need to be before that thing starts hitting you. You have to steer clear from it entirely because that thing bounces around like crazy. It's so wild. Sort of dynamic in a way, if you would. Anyway, so the EMP goes off. It was really cool because it even showcases that the Jackal shield goes down, the Elite's shield goes down, and then the Grunt's systems that's pumping methane into its lungs goes down. Which is just I love details like that when they go that crazy.
That's kind of horrifying to think about.
Oh yeah, grunts suffocate all the time.
Like, just imagine minding your own business and all of a sudden you can't breathe.
That's just, yeah. Grunts.
How many elites do you think get frustrated and just like rip off a grunt's mask?
Quite a few. Me. Dude, in the campaigns, when there's a campaign that gives me the opportunity to like reach to just punch off a grunt's mask, I do it every time. I ensure that they're dead.
I agree. I can
It's just fun, and the way that they have details like that. And so the Headhunters, after they take care of that problem, they've set charges on all of the fuel depot tanks, and they're getting ready to head out. And then all of a sudden, red energy sword through one of their, like, what is this part of the body?
Chest?
Yes, but like there's one specific. I thought there was like a
Peck?
No, sternum. That's it.
That's what a sternum is?
Yes.
Ribcage.
Oh.
And if
he's like all the way over here.
Yeah, because I just remember this because of Winter Soldier as well. They had those badges that could melt through their chests, and the guy specifically said, "Yeah, it'll melt through your sternum."
Oh, well, yeah. I assumed this was the sternum.
Still, he got sliced through the chest either way.
We were being way too specific about this.
He got sliced through the chest, or at least impaled, and then ripped up.
Sword through body, not good.
Yeah,
very bad.
And the visual that they added in of his shoulder hanging loose off his body when he hits the ground still grosses me out. I remember being a kid and wondering, like, I didn't think that blood could make an energy sword red.
We just didn't get it.
We had never seen a red energy sword before.
Yeah.
So it was just like, but it doesn't happen like that in the games.
Wouldn't it just melt the blood?
Then how'd you react
when
you saw the rest of them light up red?
They don't. Only
that's
the
when
leader
I
has a
was
red
like,
one.
Oh, no, there are two others that have red swords.
Oh, well, there's a couple that have blue. No, that's the blue visors. Some of them have blue visors.
Yes, they have blue visors, and then there are other elites that are running around with blue energy swords. Like the one that got freaking kneecapped. That was awesome.
The dialogue first between that elite miner and the Spartans is so good. And then even better is our remaining headhunter, because we're bad and forget their names.
Yes. Pretty sure that one's Roland.
His little exchange where he's like putting it together is like, wait a minute. This is a trap.
Yeah.
You guys did this for us. I'm kind of flattered. This is kind of cool.
And he's just like, your death is inevitable. He's like, yeah, but you're here and not somewhere else. Get it?
It's like, so all these resources for just one pathetic human.
He said two.
For just two pathetic humans.
I really do love that the Spartan is rationalizing his death so hard, because he's just like, you got to be kidding me.
It's like, since we're so meaningless and worthless, it's basically like, oh, you send this much, sacrifice that many people, that many of your own like soldiers, basically for nothing.
He's basically doing Xbox trash talk before he wastes all of them.
Did he even kill any of them?
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
Like,
with that explosion?
He killed all of them.
That explosion.
Before the explosion.
Before that, no, but he did in fact get a shot that would have killed one of them if he had gotten one more in that little hole he made in the visor. Because that's the Silent Shadow, just to explain that.
Silent Shadow is pretty much the deadliest that the Covenant has.
They are the best of the best of the best elites, specifically tasked mostly by the prophets themselves.
You could actually compare them to Headhunters in that they are basically the Covenant's version of them. I mean, they
except they don't die very often.
Yeah, they predate Headhunters, but in terms of levels of like skill, it's pretty much, and like they also even have similar missions. A lot of like recovery and like behind enemy line stuff.
I think the ones that are most similar to just straight Spartans is probably Zealots. Just in terms of, shield strength matches too. Beat. The Zealots have very similar tasks there. I can see that very well. But the Silent Shadow being there, I think that was our first time ever seeing them visually in like some sort of visual media that's not a comic.
I also love Roland dissecting how much the Sangheili sense of honor doesn't make sense in this
That's
war.
one of my favorite parts of this whole
oh
thing.
yeah, honor. What's so honorable about glassing a planet from orbit? Where's the honor in that?
My favorite is when they're like, you are just assassins. You hide. You have no honor. It's like, right. You're talking to me about hiding when you're talking about the species that invented active camo.
You literally hide in the open.
Roland was just the best at just telling the Covenant how stupid they are.
Bro maximized his charisma stats.
Just in time to die.
Just in time to die. But yeah, he blows them all up.
Blows every single one of them up. And it's probably one of the best stories that's told there. Not just because of the way that the story is told, like the way that's written. Honestly, the animation style. It's not horribly different between Mona Lisa, Midlothian, and Headhunters, but Headhunters, whatever is about it, it's better. There's something about it. It has more of a, if I could put it this way, a Halo Legends look.
Yeah.
That I love. That Midlothian and
I
Mona Lisa don't carry.
often forget that Headhunters was not part of Halo Legends.
Right.
My brain kind of just assumes it was whenever I see screenshots of it. And then I remember, oh, wait, no, it's not.
No, it's a completely separated thing, and it was way too good. It was so good. I think this is a really good example of 343 really setting the bar high way too early. Because like that first 3 years when Halo 4 was on the horizon and released was some of the most baller shit.
It was so much story, so much. Could you imagine if we had that level of new content coming out all the time to talk about right now? That'd be cool.
I got to be real with you. I don't actually understand why we don't, because especially now after I've talked to so many people out there in the creator space, and if I am just where I'm at on the level wise in terms of media and all of that, and you're talking about me versus, let's say, Microsoft's or Halo Studios CMO, like you're talking about people who
Chief
are
money officer.
No.
Are you not going to tell me? Do you want me to just keep
Chief
thinking?
marketing officer.
Oh, okay.
So close. So
Chief
close.
money officer.
It's not entirely wrong. Like the marketing budget is one of the most
that would
important.
be the chief financial officer.
Yes, the CFO. The thing is that the marketing budget is one of the most important budgets to operate on when you're in the gaming industry, because aside from developing the game, the most important thing is to make your game look good. And in the case of Halo, it has the even harder challenge of making the franchise look good. Because Halo, people really forget about this because they're just so used to living around it. But Halo has a unique challenge in the fact that it's not just a game franchise. Like it's a franchise, period. It's everywhere. It's in toy stores. It's in bookstores. You could go to Books A Million right now, right down the street, and you could go get yourself a bunch of Halo novels. They have a shelf dedicated to it. It's like there's a bunch of different aspects of the Halo franchise they have to worry about. So while I can understand why it might be challenging to continuously pump out content, the problem that I'm running into here is there are currently 4 people that are doing pretty much all of the major marketing pushes right now, aside from Pixel Flare. Pixel Flare handles all of their art and, 5. Because we're talking about the 4 guys that are currently doing all of the franchise team stuff. Whether or not the franchise team has branches doesn't really matter to me all that much. If there's guys that I don't know about, the problem is everything is attributed to Alex Wakeford. Everything that's posted on Waypoint is always Alex Wakeford. And I know that I've messaged you, Alex, and you're like, no, don't credit me. Credit the franchise team. And I'm like, Jeff told you to say that. Because like Mr. Wakeford, I know your writing style. All right. I've been around the block. I know you're writing most of these chronicles, if not all of them. If you've got buddies out there helping you edit it, you and I both know that's completely besides the point. It's the fact that the only thing that they're doing right now is just these chronicles. Makes no sense to me. And we're trying our best to make them a little bit more spicy by adding a little bit of an audio drama flair, which if you haven't listened to Sunrise on Sang Helios yet, we did it really well. I think we really sold that in a really good way. So you should totally take a listen to it. Stories from Waypoint on all platforms, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, everywhere. It's a really good listen. Installation 00 himself plays Master Chief because he randomly dropped that information to me at like 2 a.m. one time. He was
I have a really good impression.
And by the way, I do a really good Master Chief. What? I said I do a good Master Chief. Oh. Whenever he whipped out the voice, I'm like, American accent. So he did a great
weird
job.
How British people do really good American accents, but then like you never stop hearing about how Americans do really bad British accents from British people.
You think that it's a matter of pride?
Like we actually do a good accent, and they just want to say, "That's terrible, mate."
Well, maybe
like,
it's because like there's a bunch of different British accents, but there's probably like 2 or 3 American accents.
There's a lot. I would say there's a lot because you're like Baltimore. Try saying Aaron ironed and ironer.
Aaron. But that's the thing. It's like there are those.
I love those videos. Like they always go, "Do we actually talk like that?"
Yeah. The thing is that like yes,
they have like a crisis.
You could probably say there's probably like 4 or 5 primary accents, and then there's like the regionals. Those all make sense. But like I'm talking like on the European end of things, they have different accents per city. And when you have so many different countries that all have different backgrounds, there's a reason why it's like, oh, the London one is different than the Wales one is different than the Cockney one is different than all of that.
One of the 3, I know like British people can't stand one of the 3. I think it's the Wales one.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
It's either Welsh or Cockney.
Yeah, because everyone likes to mock the Cockney, but it's because it's really funny, guys. I don't even know what British ones I learned. I just know that back in the day, talking like 10 years ago, I used to hang out with this British chick on Skype because we were friends on Minecraft or something. It was a long time ago. Amy, you guys might remember her. I don't know.
I remember the name.
She was super sweet. She was fun to hang around. She would invite her friends over every now and then just to compare accents. So they'd be like, wait, say banana. And I'm like, banana? And they'll go, banana! And then just start laughing super hard. And I'm like, okay, cool.
Okay, well, we need to find her. Get her in a call with a bunch of Americans and be like, say banana. And we go, banana!
That's called comeuppance. I have no idea what she's up to these days. It was like a long time ago. We aren't even really connected anymore. But
then just call, no context, right now and say, just go. It's like, hello, and just
hello.
Say banana.
Say banana. Don't look in the closet. Headhunters is a really good short, and I'm really happy about it. It's probably one of the best entries that has existed within Halo's external media, and it was fun to revisit it and talk about it today.
Should we at least tell people what the reference is from?
No. All I'll say is meat. Anyway, my friends, Shane,
Jim,
Jimmy,
Jim.
We thank you guys so much for listening today. We're about to head over into our Patreon and Q&A sections here in a moment here. Join us next week for Heart of the Midlothian, also known as, get ready on my censorship here, Halo's first Woo! It is the first and only time, as far as I'm aware, that someone has dropped the F-bomb in the Halo franchise. Why? I don't know, but they gave it to the right character. Let me tell you what. You will understand. Connor, you're going to love this guy.
I bet.
He is just this beefcake ODST taking on an entire invasion crew of Covenant.
I can vibe with that.
He's jacked.
I can vibe with that.
So, my friends, feel free to interact with us. JumperScape.com is the best place to do it. Obviously, support the show, dropping us some good rates, finding our reviews on Apple Podcasts, helping us out grow is always going to be the way that you can help us out the most. More than money, way more than money. If you do want to support that way, though, Patreon is obviously there on the website. But like I said, not entirely necessary. The only thing I really want from you guys is to talk with you. So Discord will be the best way to find us there. But otherwise, if you drop a comment on the Spotify, we check all of those as well. Someone a long time ago said that I should incorporate the word carrot into one of the episodes, but it was a long time ago. And he said the next episode I should talk about a carrot. I missed that, so I'm just exposing you.
Nice.
Speaking of things that we haven't done in a while, I feel like we should get Frosties and put pepper on them.
I think they're gone again.
Damn.
Because they just dropped a salted caramel Frosty. It tastes like a McDonald's caramel macchiato.
I'll have to try that then.
It's really good. It's really good. Like, actually. Wendy's sponsor us. Give us free. Thanks, Shane.
Shane, the voice of reason.
Yes. The cat. So that's all coming up. Also, just a quick little heads up on the website sort of thing. I am getting rid of the JumperScape hat. I'm going to replace it with a different hat because I don't like the quality of the current hat.
The dad hat or
the dad hat?
The dad hat, yeah.
Not the beanie. The beanie's great.
What's wrong with the
I lost
hat?
my beanie. If I lost my beanie, I mean, I'm pretty sure it was in the backseat of Jumper car.
Darn.
It's in Seattle.
And more importantly, it's probably gone because Jumper car got totaled.
Yeah, unless Kyle, if you have 2 library hats just lying around and you're wondering why you have 2, you have my hat.
Keep it. It's yours.
Or send it in the P.O. box.
Hey, that's a good idea. P.O. box. We have one, and I've been waiting for new things to come in. There's nothing there. I've checked 3 weeks now. There's nothing there. Freaking address it to JumperScape Media and send it to freaking what is it? P.O. Box 1122 in Massillon, Ohio 44647.
You know how much cool stuff we opened before we were on camera?
A lot.
Like, and we're like, hey, we have a camera. Now we can do funny P.O. Box on camera.
The yodeling Piccolo's gone.
What happened?
I don't know. It was there on the table and now it's gone.
No, it's over there.
What? Where?
Oh, I see it. Yeah, it's on the.
It's on the other side of the wipes.
Oh, hey, could you just throw that over here real quick? Just I have a thing.
This is one of the cool things one of our amazing viewers sent us.
Thanks to whoever sent that. I think it was Kyle, probably. But, we miss this sort of stuff. If you, just in case you want to cross-reference and make sure you're getting the address right, the P.O. Box is in the Discord. I'm going to put it in, first of all, the Support the Show channel underneath JumperScape category. But if you want to find it another way, just go to the announcements page and search P.O. Box, whatever. And that whole address will pop up there so you can just write it out. We would love to get some stuff because we love hearing from you guys. There's some of you that write letters to us. So keep doing that, I suppose. Anyway, we're going to head off into the Patreon and Q&A sections. By the way, for those of you who are on the Patreon, please join the Council of Patreon names because they are currently accepting new members and they would definitely love to have you in there. The link was added into the Patreon general account, so you should totally hop in there. Anyway, off we go. Thank you guys so much for listening. And if you're not tuning in for the Patreon section, then we will see you guys next week for Heart of the Midlothian.
Why did you skip the Patreon?
And we're back with the Patreon section. So fast.
Slow down there,
We're starting at the top tier, the $150 guys, because they have money. Starting off, we have Jacob Adlam, Scion Esports, It's Default 456, Dark Salad 42, Austin Edwards. Before time began, there was the cube. We know not where it comes from, only that it has the power to create worlds. Boomerang, Hounds of Meath. I am not thankful for getting older because I hurt.
Yeah.
Speaking of.
Oh, yeah. Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Is it It is Thanksgiving today.
Happy Turkey Day.
Followed by My Nuts Hurt. Seth Rutherford, Spartan Dave. he kept it this way. Connor. Dick Hammerbush.
Yeah. Normally I do the
that.
deep stuff, but he did it this time. We switched.
Cool Blazer, Spartan Buko G156, Stably Unstable, Unholy God, Connor Clark, Dapper Dame, Dylan, happy National Shane Appreciation Month, Lactating Milk MT, thankful for pickles, the Lactation of Mercy, Thomas Lane, Sky Cairo, Eva. Hey, me again. And I'm not thankful for the drought of game nights, excluding the MCC celebration. The drought?
What?
Okay, listen. Hold up. If you're blaming me for that garbage, you guys are hosting the game nights, not me. I told you guys, if you want game nights, you can host that yourselves.
And then how can you exclude a whole game night?
Because that was like the best one. It was 12 hours long, dude. It had so many events.
Excluding the 12-hour one that you put a lot of work into,
That, like,
including
you live
an
streamed.
entire arcade worth of fucking prizes and tickets and all kinds of goodies. You're
Bitch.
lucky I don't know who you are, or I'm going to yell at you.
Get a load
Whoa,
of this guy.
whoa. Let's relax, buddy.
I'm going to pull you into the secret Discord channels that none of you can see. I'm going to yell and say the most hurtful shit I can think of, and no one will believe you.
There was one day.
James would never, huh?
There was one day I saw like two people sitting in like a Discord channel just talking. I thought about just dragging them, putting them in. They will never believe you, and then putting them back. I thought about it.
Listen, now is the time that you do that because now they really won't believe you. Like they talked about it on the show. It's just a joke, dude. They're not going to do that. It's like, no, they just did it. I promise. Anyway, start your own game nights, my guy. We don't have time to start game nights every week. That was all you guys. You guys have fun with that. If you want help setting them up, I can provide you with thousands of game modes, but I'm not doing anything more than that. Anyway, so also go to Flash Community. They're good pals with us. They host game nights all the time. And if you're not going to do that, there's one other group that is now doing stuff with us. We're currently working out how we want to do it. But they are called Halo Fun Time, and they said hi to us at HCS. Shout out to Connor for getting us connected. Yeah. And Halo Fun Time business. Halo Fun Time is great. They have thousands of members in their Discord server, and if you join in and start talking about how cool JumperScape is, some of them might join. One of them did. I know one of them did.
Oh, was it the Minecraft guy?
Minecraft guy. He joined in. And
what a Chad.
He was awesome. He popped into general chat.
Oh wait, Minecraft Steve Numbers.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
He popped into general chat just for us earlier today and just had this whole paragraph of why he wanted to hang out with us more, like the general folks in the server. And
when was this?
Just this morning. And I was replying to him like, yeah, I mean, just wait for any of the VCs to be populated with anyone ever and join them if you really want to play Halo, because that's the best way to just kind of do it. Pop into LFG, say you want to play Halo, other folks will join you. Like, just check it out. It's all that stuff. While you guys check that out, Jake Somali, Kid Puncher 2006, Mr. Shifter, Profit Lactation, Random Sveed, Shade Communications, Sensei Enigma, you're new. Welcome, my friend.
Welcome to the council.
Yes. Slap Nuts, Spartan, Kodiak, Printer, Valkorian. You know what, guys? I'm thankful for you. Thank you, Pfeiffer. I know that's you because that's your profile picture of you on stage in your ODST armor.
We were there for that.
Thank you, dude. I'm thankful for you as well. Zealot of Lactation, Tico Vatamai, a real ghost. Am Superfly, Osseo DST, Damian Groth, Darren.jpg, Ginger Boy Head Ass. James, as a fellow Chiefs fan, I appreciate if you stayed out of the council Patreon name server.
I am not a Chiefs fan.
Wait, you got into the Patreon server?
Did you actually join it?
Yeah, I did.
What's in there?
You put an invite in the Patreon general.
I mean, I did. I selectively have chosen to not join because I choose to not know what goes on in there.
I saw it made me feel weird. I scrolled up a little bit. I'm saying, and I'm just saying things like, so what are you guys thinking about the spooky theme? Like they had forums for each theme so they could show off what names they're picking.
That's awesome.
Sorry to expose you guys, but you know,
a little bit of a taste. You could be in.
You exposed me.
You could be in on this action if you joined the COPN.
Oh, His name wasn't Minecraft Steve. It was Minecraft Pixel Art 1990.
I knew Minecraft was in there, man.
I found this little paragraph.
Yeah, I'm reading it.
Yeah. Keith G077, Laughing Sam, Meme Lord, Moss Actual, Pity 104, something I'm not grateful for. Spotify's terms and conditions. Looking at you, Kyle. New show just got released, though. Club Herrera got glassed because it was on Reach. That's the canon reason why we got rid of it. We have to make a canon because we're passionate about that garbage. And we replaced it with Headhunters. So Kyle is now doing a talk show with guests all the time. If you, my friend, are a content creator, are you a streamer? Are you a YouTuber? Are you a podcaster? Are you here? Are you listening to me? Wake up. Anyway, you should pop into the Discord server. There's a special channel just for you if you have the role Halo guests called Halo VIP. And if you have that role, you can pop in, talk to Kyle, and request to be on with Headhunters, and we will interview you about anything you want. Anything. Even you, Luke. If you say that we will have a whole interview about Resident Evil or Call of Duty Zombies, we will have it, bro. All right. So, something I'm not thankful for. Shane's Garage. Thanks, man. The Chaplain, the oldest living Halo fan, the Big Moose. We head for Austin Zungoy's stepchild, and we all go home. Alex Spartan, number 30. Apple, I don't want a lot for Christmas. There's just one thing I need. I don't care about the presents. I don't need the Christmas tree. Brendan Kinley, bro. Claude, just bro. That's just his name. Claude Spark, 5970. Garrus Vicarian, Halo the Guy, Hot Coleslaw. Introducing.
That's it.
Jumper bike, jumper cycle, motorscape, JumperScape motorcycle. He wrote pause for 10 seconds.
Amazing.
A lot of yelling today.
I like it. I like yelling. I should just figure out how to do a proper metal
I used to
scream.
yell just to make sure the people driving are on their toes. I haven't done that in a while.
It feels good to just let loose. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not gonna do it now because now they'll be too prepared.
I mean, yeah, sure. I'm just,
See,
I wasn't ready for that, honestly.
Yep.
I really wasn't ready for him. He's usually the quiet
brain
guy.
cell's gone.
But yeah,
I had to join in.
I enjoy it quite a bit just because honestly, by this point, I think I probably should just figure out how does rock metal screaming work. What's the mechanics of that, and then figure it out.
What's the one?
Oh, I know. I can. It's hard to explain.
I'll figure it out. I'll learn.
I think his last name's Terrible or something.
I have no idea. I'm not in those circles.
A real deep voice.
I don't know.
It's just one of those things where you know what it's supposed to feel like and what it's not supposed to feel like.
All I've heard about it is that the singers who know how to do it are like, yeah, I mean, my voice feels better when I do that than I do with regular singing. Iskari Key, Recall, Hooli, Matt Jeremy, Papa Emeritus 5, Remington Cloutier, Sergeant Johnson, Stick and the Communal Rock, Spartan MMK, UNSC, Accuracy by Volume, Wyatt, and I am thankful for, because this guy said read me second to last, I am thankful for warm apple swallows. So that was a good play. Good play on that. Council Patreon names. You guys are awesome. I love you guys so much. You make this a whole lot more fun.
You guys do stuff.
I don't even know how you turned a Patreon segment into a whole thing, but you did. So good job on that one.
It's like, on one hand, hopefully, here's the thing. Even if there's a day where we have literally 300 patrons,
read every single.
Oh, I think we're still going to have to just read them.
I mean, you see how fast I can read them. I can do this. It's just more about our reactions. We got to worry about.
At some point, you're just going to be reading through them. And
guys, stop laughing. We still have 10 minutes of names left.
Yeah, you're going to start dying. Like,
we have a small high school graduation. Actually, a medium-sized high school graduation.
That's medium-sized at that point.
Gosh. All right. Are we? You had
six.
She was.
Oh, I didn't mean to touch
singularity. So.
I had 600.
I had one.
127.
I mean, I actually don't know how many there were because I did have a graduating.
Fairly unimpressive number.
I did technically have a graduating class because it wasn't homeschool; it was online school. So I did have a graduating class. I had friends that were online in that classroom. Like you could okay. Did you guys ever have to use Blackboard Collaborate?
Yeah, it's the
No.
worst.
No.
Yes, it is. But I mean, it used
It's
to be
bad Zoom.
Yeah. So it was pretty cool whenever you actually had to use it for like class assignments. You could draw and stuff. That was cool.
But you were using Blackboard Collaborate before it was COVID related.
Ooh. Yeah. It was great at that time because that was like freaking 7 years before all that nonsense. The class itself was pretty fun because you could private message each other. So you could just private message other students. The teacher can see it all. And he could do things like lock the private messages, and he would say it out loud. He'd be like, I'm just going to lock these real quick so that we can focus on this specific thing because I need you guys on this one. After we're done here and I get back onto the lecture, you guys can get back to talking. It was a really chill environment. But nevertheless, 5 questions on the board. First from Apple Noah, Chicago kid, asking favorite candy.
Ooh. If I'm being real, I like me a Buckeye. For those of you who are unfamiliar, it is just a peanut butter chocolate candy that is shaped like a Buckeye.
If it's done right.
Guys are good.
If it's done right.
If it's done
Homemade is the best, but there's some store-bought that are decent.
I will. This is actually hard. Yes.
This is more of a less serious answer. I've got a serious answer and a less serious answer.
Okay.
For my serious answer, I'm going to go with Reese's. For my less serious answer, I'm going to go with a bag of chocolate chips.
That's fair. That's fair.
Semi-sweet?
Dark chocolate. The chunks.
Okay, so it really depends. If I just need a quick like sweet something, like I'm on one of my usual all day long road trips from state to state that I'm on like almost every month, then it's got to be a Snickers. There's something about the Snickers. It's comforting. It's a nice little treat.
You're not you and you're hungry.
No. I think objectively the what's the one that's almost the same thing, but it's like a bunch of peanuts.
A bunch of peanuts?
Yeah, it's
Payday?
like almost entire Payday.
Oh.
Yeah, Payday.
Babe Ruth has chocolate.
Yes, I like the Payday more. That's the thing. That objectively, I think that Payday is a better candy bar, but the Snickers is a different vibe.
Those are very different candies.
What are your opinions on the three?
Well, the candy
Musketeer
bars. What?
What about the Three Musketeer bars?
Meh.
Those are my favorite.
Well, Three
Those
Musketeers
are up there for me.
is just Snickers, but without the peanuts and without the caramel.
Well, that's the thing. I'm just going candy bar straight up, just like candy bar.
Also, what are the Three Musketeers? There's 2 ingredients. It's nougat and chocolate. What's the third Musketeer?
Love.
Calories.
Same thing.
There's 2 different types of people.
If I'm going for I just need a quick thing, I'll go for the Snickers. If I'm at home and I'm just chilling, I can eat however much that I can take because I can't eat a whole lot of sweets before my I don't know, my tongue gets tired of it. I don't know how to explain it. At some point, I just don't like sweets. Haribo gummy bears. I just straight up.
I love Feastables.
Do you?
No.
Yeah. I mean,
Actually, not that bad. I tried
Austin,
it the other day.
I dare you to eat a bag of sugar-free gummy bears.
why would you want me to do? I've read the reviews. I know about those. But it's straight up real answer, because those are the 2 situational answers. The real answer, anything from a local chocolate shop.
Look, you can't
Like they make them in the store. Nothing beats it.
What a blowhard. Next question.
Man.
You really just did that to him on his show.
Schnoogans asks,
Why do I like that name so much?
you still haven't gotten your role, buddy. You should really get your Patreon connected to your Discord. If you could have any 4 people, he said 4 people celebrities. I'm going to say 4 celebrities in a Call of Duty Zombies game. Who would you choose?
Wouldn't I have to choose 3 of them?
No.
What?
It's a Call of Duty Zombies game. If I'm in there with them, or am I just watching them?
No, it's saying for that you
What
pick,
is
what's your
4?
ideal?
Oh, like the playable characters.
Like the team. Yes.
There's some very
Oh my
controversial
God.
names I want to say, but I'm not going to say them.
You could at least...
You know, I'm going to say it. The AI memes were great. Give me the 4 presidents that are in all of them.
So
Give me
okay,
Don, Joe, Barry, and Bushy.
I was going to say Bush. Has to be the last one. Yes. If I want... Okay, celebrities here. See, the funny thing to me, Connor, is that it's true. The more controversial you go, the funnier it is. None of these ideas can be said on the air. I'm gonna
Kanye.
that was going to be one.
Let's start. Okay, I'm gonna start here. I would want. Oh, I know. You're gonna be like one of the funniest things ever. The freaking Wiggles.
The Wiggles.
That's incredible.
That would be hilarious.
All right.
A zombie.
I'm just saying, my favorite one of the AI memes ever is when they're trying to do the Mob of the Dead Easter egg, or one of the Easter eggs, and Don's just like, Joe, you don't know what you're doing, Joe. And Joe's like, hold on. And you just hear, hi guys, Mr. Waffles. Yeah.
There was one that was Don getting upset at Joe for not being able to do the Origins Easter egg solo. And he's like, oh, shut up, Don, you can't do it. He's like, yes, I can. Watch me. And then he does the whole thing solo. But then at the end, you hear a Raffle Waffles video in the background. It's the plot twist. I knew it. You couldn't do it by yourself. I had all the resources. That's all that it is. It was great. Anyway,
for my 4.
No.
Go ahead, Cotter.
We're going to go. I'm going to bring in Kanye. Why not? I feel like he's past his controversial times.
I don't know if that ever goes away.
Yeah, he's an interesting guy.
So long as he behaves the way that he does, it will never go away.
Up next, I gotta bring in Donnie and Biden.
It's an iconic AI duo. It's the one thing I'm gonna miss the most.
It's hard to beat. Ooh, who do I want for the 4? Who would be a good 4th?
Keep yapping, man.
I'm trying not to. I know where this is going for a while. I'm drawing a blank. This.
Just throw Rick Toffin in there.
Give me Chuck Norris. We're not losing.
That's awesome. Chuck Norris is going to eventually pass away, and it's going to make me sad.
We are all such early stage Gen Z men. Chuck Norris.
Dude, I was playing, I think it's called Epic Battle Simulator.
Oh, totally accurate.
Yeah,
totally accurate.
And I had my cousin over, and he's going over like all these names. He goes, "Who's this Chuck Norris guy?" I'm like, "How do you not know the memes?"
It's so funny. I just remember being a kid and saying Chuck Norris jokes and not even knowing who Chuck Norris was or what he looked like.
Really?
Yeah.
I can kind of relate to that.
I at least knew who he was because I had seen a little bit of Walker, Texas Ranger, and I had seen a little bit of his fight with Bruce Lee one time, where Bruce Lee won by grabbing him by his chest hair.
What's the next question?
Huh? Chuck Norris. Oh. Do you know
like
about
it didn't
the
actually exist?
Freaking a Nuke's top
Chuck
5.
Norris would beat you up.
A Nuke's top 5 video is like two explorers were exploring an abandoned warehouse trying to find the legend of Chuck Norris. It did not go well. All right, Sleppin asks
for yourself.
If a gooble is a strudel, but only some strudels are poodles, and all poodles are caboodles, but only some caboodles are goobles, then what are goobles poodles?
Yeah, go to the hospital after typing that.
No appreciation for how I just like smooth right through that.
Are we counting?
Are you having fun with the grippy socks that you got?
Huh?
You get the grippy socks when you go to the psych ward.
Oh.
Are we counting that? Can we not count that?
We don't have to count it.
Oh, thank you.
Jeez, Cotter.
Lactating Chainsword asks, serious question. There you go, Connor.
Awesome.
Especially for the caffeinated man in the corner. There you go, Connor. Who had a better caffeine moment, and please explain? Twitchy the squirrel from Hoodwinked or Hammy from Over the Hedge? I'm out here saying the one that goes caffeine.
I would have to go with him because I think he started to pull like who's the one dude from the X-Men who's really fast?
The X-Men. Quicksilver?
Yeah, I think he had like a Quicksilver moment, so I'm gonna have to give it to the
straight
guy.
up. I love how my favorite part of freaking
Hoodwink was such a good movie.
From Twitchy was he runs over, he stops the cops, and it's like, well, Timmy's stuck in the well. And he's like, I think he's saying words of some kind. They hold up a mic to him and he's just, my friends are trapped at the bottom of the mountain. You must get up there and assist them immediately.
I was going to bring that up too. He's like the whole time just.
Listen, Hoodwinked is one of the most bottom of the barrel animation styles with the most top quality writing I've ever seen.
I've never seen Hoodwinked.
I own the DVD. You're going to watch it at some point. The recurring character is here, my friends. The foam panel that couldn't. All right. So, and not to give just to give appreciation to Jaime the Over the Edge, though, the best joke in Over the Hedge is when he's like, it never ends. It never ends that way, too. Because, like, how far did he go to determine that it never ends? All right. Apple Noah Chicago Kid is back asking nerds, blue or original? Gummy clusters included. Original.
Blue.
Oh, yeah, the blue ones.
Okay, not going to count that one. Sleppin asks for Austin. Ooh. How did you choose the Discord username Lasso Halo? Likewise, where is the Dawn from? I've been here since like May, but where did that come from?
Well, I guess for the Dawn, I kind of got to dox myself for this one.
Do you?
Everyone knows our names.
Oh, but this is like my first name. I go by my middle name.
I know, but everyone knows our names.
Well, you could just say it's just from my first name and leave it there so that no one knows.
I share the name of the current president, and I just take half of that.
Yeah, his first name's Trump.
Yeah, his first name's Joe.
His first name's
Okay, Donald.
His first name is Donald.
I would say everyone knows our first names. Why is it such a big deal?
because
They know your
we've
first
already
name?
said,
Everyone
like-
knows me as Connor.
Yeah, everywhere we advertise, it's Connor.
Yeah, but unfortunately, we're not advertising this.
No.
It's just answering a Q&A.
Yeah.
You're gonna check the library cover art later. It'll say Austin, Shane, Donald.
I think Connor has a little leftover being in first grade and being told, don't ever, ever, ever say your name on the internet ever, or you'll get abducted and die.
You might.
Here's the thing. Like, I have people whose names I recognize from the Discord, like trying to requesting to follow my personal Instagram all the time.
Just the way that it is. Like we get.
Which, by the way, it's not me saying don't do it. It's weird. It's just if I accept, I accept. If I don't, I don't.
See, this
it's
is
private for a reason.
Here's the thing: you can't beat the algorithm. The amount of times that I've had someone DM me, more than 4 times, I've gotten DM'd with a screenshot of Facebook, and it says people you may know, and it's me. And they're like, I just wanted you to know, I don't know if you know this, but apparently like being here in the Discord, Facebook will start recommending that I follow you. And I'm like,
someone
okay.
did that to me too. I got one of those as well.
None of my personal information is on that account. So I took off where I live. so it only shows you where my hometown was, which sure, go visit my hometown. It's a great place. All right. As for Lasso Halo, it was really simple. I love Lasso. I love Halo.
It's a good name.
And so then it became Lasso Halo.
I did not like
It all
that.
just kinda meshed together.
You got
Almost
it.
as if caught with a lasso.
Yeah, I don't know why no one has ever taken that. I've gotten 2 different reactions though. Most of the time people say, oh yeah, it's a great username. I'm honestly surprised no one's grabbed it. And one single guy told me, that is the most unimaginative, simple crap I've ever seen in my entire life. Why would you do that?
Well,
I'm like, I don't know.
well, he's wrong.
I like it. It's just kind of fun. The only thing is that it has a weight to it. I am now like legally required to only play at Lasso when I play campaigns.
Everyone's like, oh yeah. So you're playing Lasso right now?
Yeah. The best part though is that I at least have some leverage when they're like, oh, so how much do you actually play the campaigns though? And I'm like, well, I have 200 days of playtime in just the campaigns on MCC. And then they stop after that. All right. Next up from Rogue Ninja Council Patreon names asking, this is for all of you guys. How are you doing today? Doing good, I hope.
Doing pretty good.
I'm all right.
I'm doing all right. I mean,
I had an interesting day at work today.
I'm a little hyped up because of the glitch, and I think Shane is a little tired.
Yeah, he ceases to exist for the moment.
I thought that was funny, James. All right, last question. What the heck? We'll do 2 more.
Yes.
Spartan Kodiak Printer asks, if you were an elite, what class of elite would you be and why? whatever the prophets told me to be, and because that's how it works.
However, my career may reign, and if I do not pass major in the first year of my service, I will kill myself. I don't know if it's exactly a year, but that is actually what happens.
It was, what were the guys from the animation called? Something Shadow?
Silent Shadow.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to join the Silent Shadow.
It's a very painful process, and you lose yourself entirely. It's worse than being a Spartan.
Yeah, I can work with that.
Connor can go for some emotional destabilization.
I don't know. Might actually rebound. I might actually get some more. You never know.
I ain't gonna lie. I aspire to be that one high-pitched elite from Halo the package that's telling the shipmaster,
they were attacking our fleet, Commander.
Why is he there? What's his story? Did he get shot in the throat?
Maybe he's wearing that full helmet from Halo 3 that no one uses. Last question. Tyler asks, if you could own any weapon from the Halo universe, what would it be and why?
I feel like we've answered this a billion times.
I feel like we've done this.
Answer it again.
It's an energy sword, but if it was projectile, probably just a plasma rifle.
I would love
if I had the method to reload / recharge / whatever it.
For the accuracy alone, give me the BR.
For the sake of repeated use, I'm going to go with George's chain gun.
Have fun lugging it around.
You subverted the expectation.
I said for the purpose of repeated use.
Oh, well then what would be your answer be otherwise?
Oh, gravity hammer.
Oh, Connor, you're going with the gravity hammer? Shocking. You got your ass. All right. So, okay. This next question is actually way too fun. I'm going to squeeze in one more. Lactating Chainsword. What is one of your favorite lines from Call of Duty Zombies? There's a double part to this.
Oh.
My favorite will always be K to the I to the A, zom. Love that one. It's awesome. I love that.
This is hard.
Also, along with that, any of the slightly fruity freaking Richtofen quotes.
I'm trying to remember
awesome.
one because those are my favorite.
It's so fun and wet, like you, Nikolai.
let me look at a wiki real quick.
Ooh, no,
just to ring some bells.
I would have to go with the Russian guy. Nikolai. Him going up to Takeo's picture in Kino der Toten. I hate you, Takeo. Something like that.
I hate you, Takeo.
Straight up, I hate you.
Gosh, his death was so sad in Black
Actually,
Ops 3.
there is one that I just remembered that is very underrated. It's what I think it's when you're playing as Richtofen. Sometimes if you're training, he'll just go, I see 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh,
I love that one.
That's a good one. I remember that.
Richtofen has some of the best lines when it comes to the zombies themselves. It's so fantastic. Takeo takes everything super seriously, which is fun. And Nikolai, he just has a whole vibe to him. He's great. I wish I had more of those quotes off the top of my head so I could just start rolling.
I hope they come back in Black Ops 6.
I hope they don't.
I know it's like time of the past and whatnot.
Well, the thing is, the reason why I don't is because they've already had a goodbye party. Have you seen the final interview?
Yeah.
Like they're crying and stuff. They're done. If they come back, they've undermined that entire thing. They've undermined the fact that that's it. They don't need to do anymore. Their time is done.
Them.
To me, that is Call of Duty Zombies characters.
That's the thing. There's a wisdom from a very wise man named Doug Walker.
That's like saying my favorite director, Neil Breen.
No, Doug actually spoke some real truth on this one. He was addressing the Avatar live action film, the Airbender film, because he was addressing that everyone hated it and they had no idea how to save the franchise after this movie came out. I mean, it's going to ruin everything. And he goes, I know how to save it. Do nothing. And they're like, all right, he's an idiot. I don't know what to do about this. And no, listen. They could do whatever they want to your favorite franchise. All of the stuff that you love is going to be there forever. Everything that you like is still there. Just go back and rewatch it again. Go back and replay the zombies again.
For me, it's just a shame because I I've not played Black Ops 6 Zombies yet, but from what I've seen, it's just like even Treyarch doesn't know how to make it look and feel like zombies anymore.
Well, that's the thing. They finished the story.
Yeah.
So that they're trying to figure out what to do next. That's the problem that you run into whenever you decide to make your game serialized.
But it's the problem is it's not about like even necessarily the original characters, because you had plenty of zombies maps that had different casts in that era that still felt like zombies maps with different characters.
The characters now, there's nothing iconic about any of them, to be honest, in my opinion.
Well, no, you're right about that. But the thing is that
It's more like the perk machines, the just general look of maps, and like
The atmosphere, not there.
the thing is that weirdly enough, Sledgehammer has shown that they might have an opportunity here to actually bring that vibe back. And I'll explain why. Two things. World War II Zombies was a whole vibe. If you guys played it enough, whole vibe.
it was a good vibe, but it also didn't play very good.
But also, Sledgehammer has an opportunity to make really good characters. Adler was not Treyarch's creation. Adler was a holdover from the Vietnam game they were working on. So the whole backstory of him being in Vietnam, technically canon in both of those games, including the scrapped one. Adler was not made by Treyarch, brought to life by Treyarch, but Adler as a character was Sledgehammer's creation. I think Sledgehammer has a really good opportunity to make quality characters for zombies. It's just nobody gives them a chance because of the fact that they do a bunch of other stupid stuff and they're really bad as a general company. So what I'm saying is, writers at Sledgehammer, go work for Treyarch. Sledgehammer.
Adler is such a funny dude.
I love Adler.
It's like, if you look at him, he has the face and build of like your average hyper macho like army dude. But he still has the fashion and hairstyle of some guy in the 60s.
Honestly, special forces from the era. I love the picture of the one dorky looking guy with like a, and then at the bottom it shows his kill count and like how many people he killed.
That dude is terrifying, and there's still a lot of stuff that's classified.
Yeah, I mean, it's like that's just the nature of it. Special forces, you're supposed to be really inconspicuous.
Yeah, he's got like I'm probably wrong on this, but he's got like the Medal of Honor from like other countries. So like other countries have given him major awards.
Dude, Holt was right in Ghost Recon Wildlands. I haven't heard of any quiet professionals. That's the ones that you watch out for, Holt. The second part of that question for the last one of today asks, what's your favorite location to run a train in the Giant?
Ooh.
My answer is I don't.
Well, for me, I would say the teleporter under Catwalk.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too. That and maybe the spawn room. That was something I was practicing before I slowly let go of soloing, but that was something I was trying to do.
But yeah, the Giant's not an easy map to train on. I think honestly, if you get yourself, so you said the Giant, so that would be Black Ops 3. You get yourself a double papped brekkie and you full map train is another way to do it.
The ammo on that goes so fast.
But you just have it exclusively as a get the out of my way gun.
Yeah.
If I were to pick a specific location, just so I actually answer it, where you turn the power on, that little courtyard area.
Yeah, that's not a bad one either.
I like that one. I've run trains there more often than not.
Yeah.
And now I want to extend this question. What's your favorite training spot? Period. All the maps.
Kino stage.
Either Kino stage or where they have root beer double tap in that area.
Or Chino Numa, whatever that one spot's called. I don't remember.
Outside of the flogger.
Yeah. That's
an iconic one.
That's one of the best. I have a lot. Oh, wait, no. The greatest one of all time is the Ascension landing pad by PhD / Widow's Wife. You can literally last forever if you wanted to.
You have there, and then also Spawn, where the teleporter sits, is a great spot too. Or teleporter, the flying thing.
That is like literally you can. I remember we were high rounding Ascension, and you were training there. I was training there. And I think if it weren't for, it wasn't Shane.
I think it was
a buddy of ours
He-Man.
training somewhere else. I think we would have lasted forever.
Yeah.
Because we took the other good training spots.
Yeah. What was funny to think about, I'm running a Shiva with the electric.
Ew.
Yeah, but it's unlimited ammo, and you're relying on the.
Shane was
the
saying
elemental.
we should check out if there's any new customs at maps tonight.
Of course there are.
Well, see what's new.
Okay, yeah, it makes more sense. And honestly, if we're gonna pull in custom maps, one of my favorite training spots on any of those custom maps, if I can remember correctly. Oh, what was it? Oh no. Oh, someone converted Dust into into a zombies
Yeah.
map. There are two of them. One of them is Christmas themed. I'm going to start playing that next week. and then there's a normal one that is really fun because of all the different features they added to it that made it so much more entertaining, especially if you play it with the enhanced mod. There's features in there that are built for it. So it's really cool. Straight up, the one corner where there's a tanker that's been destroyed and it's covered up in sand, that back corner.
Dust? Like
On Dust.
Counter-Strike?
Not Dust. What am I talking?
Rust.
Yeah, sorry.
I was thinking of the CS map.
No,
and I'm
sorry.
Like,
I'm thinking Rust.
I'm like, I'm surprised you know this map well.
No, sorry.
To
No, the tanker in the corner. Welcome back, Shane. The corner there, that little spot, you can run around that openly, and that spot is a great place to train. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Once again, JumperScape.com if you want to support us or get yourself anything really nice. We got a merch store all set and ready to go. And otherwise, we'll also keep you updated on the Patreon because we got some more stuff that's coming in when we hit 2025. Tune in to Chatternet daily. That show is still happening, and it's very much a fun time. By this point, we're actually going to have James's show recording tonight after we're done here. So this will be fun. But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next week for Heart of the Midlothian.
The library was produced and published by JumperScape Audio. Funding was provided by our fantastic patrons on Patreon. If you enjoy the show and wish to support JumperScape's future projects or get some sweet benefits, join our Patreon at patreon.com/JumperScape or become part of this truly special community at discord.gg/JumperScape. Thank you for your listenership, and we hope you enjoyed.